Yes. Anything... Get young borderless. I seriously need to slow down. I read that as braless, for goodness sake. Tell you where my brain's at. Goodness sake.
Bubba, this is Tiger. Do you read me?
Take off the time to bump gums, Tiger. Over.
I'm seeing storm clouds up ahead. Nothing like the weather report said. I'm thinking we can go west, hug the shore, dodge the Atacama. Over.
So there's some scoop. We fly around it. Somebody said we go east, and that's it. Over.
I'm telling you, Bubba, there's some real bad juju going on here. Christ! What is that? Damn dust cloud came out of nowhere! Ah!
Tiger, you gotta pull up and out! Dust is coming up the end!
I can't! I'm stalling! I'm dead stick! Gonna have to land! Bubba, tell my dad!
I suppose Dad will never know.
Don't black out. Don't black out.
I look forward to the copyright strikes. Oh, it's over. I was rather enjoying that.
As far as crash landings go, that was textbook. But where the hell am I?
I don't know. Let's read some of this information and see if we can figure it out. Right, you have crashed in the desert. The character has 3 main parameters to balance through the use of food, water, and other items. Well-being, the heart, represents your health and mental condition. If it reaches 0, the character will die. If the character is well-fed, well-being will increase over time. If either your nourishment, knife and fork, or hydration, big oil blob, reaches 0, well-being will decrease over time. Be aware of what you eat and drink. There is a chance it could poison you. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Can I eat a cactus? Press E to collect. Hold E to collect even. A fruit, of whose name I'm not going to try and pronounce. Right. You are hurt. Look for bandages from the plane supplies to replenish your health. The default key for interacting is E. Thank you for letting me know.
God. I got busted up real good. The crates should have some first aid supplies.
I can carry 30 kilograms on me. Wow, I am not a weedy sort. Can I have this, please? There we go. Now let's come out of that and open Eoli inventory. Doesn't look like much, but it can hold me together. It will cure a sprained ankle and a bee sting. Alright, let me mend myself up a wee bit. There we go. All better. Investigate the footprints. We'll get to the footprints in a minute. Oh, I've got a sun exposure meter? I can't be out in the sun too long. That's not good. And I've a temperature meter. And I've got fuel. And I've got a kitty yarn. I've got a lot I need to do. I need to find a cave.
Footprints?
And they seem to have claws on the end of the toes, so I'm guessing it's that of a bear. Explore the cave. You can find oil in broken lamps and barrels. The torch consumes oil. Press T to use it. Okay, fair enough. Do you think we should be going
I need to make
into
my own way out. Should get my tools. Probably ended up on the other side of the plane.
How am I going to get there? Well, I could just climb overboard. See about that in a minute. What do we have here? Some gold? Oh, some salt. Makes everything more palatable. Doesn't make them more edible, though. Alright, well, I have that. Useful for cleaning out an infected wound, perhaps. Have some oil from the lantern. There we are. 3 bits of oil. Let's have another fruit. Can I eat a fruit, please? The prickly pear of the desert should get you buzzed, if you know what you're doing. I don't. Well, I'm not dead yet, which is nice. Right, oh goodness, I thought I saw a mitten there for a moment, but perhaps I was dreaming it. Alright. Can I get on the other side of the plane myself, or do I have to, do I have to go around the cave? I reckon I've got to go through the cave. It's quite a big plane. Ow, my face. Better take a plant in return. Kitty. What was that? It sounded like a scorpion running about. Right, never mind. Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes in, I haven't said a word to you. I do apologise. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game.
I'll need a torch.
A game called Arid, which is a sort of a... Well, as you've seen, you crash land in a desert and you've got to try and not die, is the long and the short of it. Use the torch to light up environment at night and in caves. Using the torch will consume oil. The interface will show the amount of oil left. If your torch runs out, you can use the oil in your inventory to refill it. You can collect more oil from barrels and lanterns. Fair dues then. So presumably if I stay in here for a while, my sun exposure will go down. Good, I will not end up with a suntan. That's good. I feel like those weren't in fashion.
I come in peace.
And you're going to leave in pieces. Yeah, I feel like a suntan probably wasn't very popular in the 1930s.
Water. Thank God for small favors. I'm gonna need to ration that.
Let me stick my face in it. Canteen full. How about I take a long drink of it and then I fill the canteen? Alright. Is this my canteen then? Old dependable can of dog soup. Refreshing. Delicious. Can I drink this, please? There we are. Can I fill it again? Huzzah. Right. In fact, I best use it sort of maximally, hadn't I? Oh, that's my oil. Right, let me bring that up. There we go. All sorted out. Right, my well-being should improve massively. I'm only on the brink of death. What? Disassemble? With my hands? With tools? I feel like my whatever this meter is going to get bad if I do that. Maybe I shouldn't smash this ancient artifact. Maybe I should mistake this rock for a skull. What's the little spooky's face at the bottom of the screen all about?
Ah! That looks ominous.
It do, don't it? What does this say? He says, pressing the wrong frickin' button. Roberto, Martin, and Giulio. I don't know their surnames. I must remember them. People must know.
And you said Mom's Spanish lessons were a waste of time. Right, Dad?
Thanks for translating them for me, madam, because I wouldn't have known that otherwise. Just what my suffering skin needs. Can offer some relief. A holy cream. Alright, I shall have some of that, I suppose. He says, pressing the wrong frickin' button. I don't think there's going to be much on their bodies. Bones. Bones. I'm going to take their bones. I am a bit worried. I feel like that's going to reduce my well-being. Canned coffee. Liquid kick in the pants. Chases drowsiness away too. That sounds like fun. Let's have some of that. Some sort of potato product, perhaps. Alright, fair enough. I probably shouldn't be taking absolutely everything I can get my hands on, but until I've been taught otherwise by horrific failure, I guess I'm going to carry on. Alright. I have collected some bones, and here are also some sticks. I have some sticks, please. Wooden stick, indeed. Would you pick the wooden stick up? Thank you. Find where the cave ends. Seems to be my current objective. Fair dues.
Barely been here an hour and already taken from the dead. Sorry, fellas.
An hour? Madam, we've been here for 8 minutes and 37 seconds. Calm yourself down, it'll be alright. Oh, what do we have here? Foreman's note, 5-5. The sandstorm seems to have turned away. I can hear it still howling in the distance. Maybe it got tired of going after me. The evil, evil thing. You were right, Bruno. It does reek of death. But we were too overwhelmed by our own sins to even sense it. I'm going out now. Time for my repentance. Goodness. I'm still not convinced I should be taking these things. Goodness. What do they mean they were blinded by their sins? Were they here doing something mischievous and naughty at the time? And that sort of distracted them from the problems the weather was causing them. Is that what all that was about? Scavenge the crash site, look for a way.
Now I gotta just find what's left from my cargo.
I was going to say the plane doesn't look that badly damaged, but yeah, it kind of does. Kinda does, old boy, doesn't it? I still think this plane is massive. I have to admit I've never actually seen a plane in real life, but Not a broken leg. I think you mean a broken ankle, mate. I have to confess I've never seen a plane up close in real life. Never been like to an airport or anything, or an airfield, but at least not that I can remember. But I do imagine this seems utterly enormous to me. But what do I know? Alright then. Can I climb up on top of the plane to get a nice view of the local area? Not really, because we seem to have gotten ourselves crashed into a little crevice, which is interesting. But let's see what else we can find. A bit of wood. Unrefined wood. Some sturdy wood. I can make planks from these. Can I make a house from these? I don't know. I don't know whether the idea is just to sort of survive and construct some sort of rescue beacon in order to try, or radio, as the rest of us call him, old boy, that might be useful, or whether we need to sort of travel out of the desert in order to find our way out. Again, more bits of wood. I feel like these are a bit heavy to carry, but alright, I'll take it with me, I guess, until I can figure out what it is I'm meant to do with them. What's this? A rock. Great for putting together fireplaces. Plus they're free. Why were we transporting rocks? Where were we taking this plane where rocks aren't a thing? Why is that a thing? Some clean water. Oh, okay, you can tell because it's blue. Right, a spade. Can I bash someone with this? High quality. And a pickaxe. Okay, I can do a bit of constructing with this. Yeah, I don't know whether I can like craft a whole home, as it were. Somewhere to live. I can't access none of these boxes. What's this company on the side? Suministress. What a name. Right, I'll have that. I'll have some more coffee and booze. I love that I brought loads of coffee and alcohol and didn't bring any food. Mind you, I guess food isn't a particularly valuable export compared to coffee and alcohol. Don't really last that much either, do it? Alright then, is this another cave that I can access?
Muscle isn't cutting it. Gonna need a pickaxe.
Or we could climb over it, but you know. What do I know? Nothing. I don't know nothing at all. Right, let's have some more coffee. I don't know what we're going to make it with. Well, water, one presumes. You know. I mean, there are other liquids we could use, but I wouldn't advise it. Another rough bandage. Could use that, but my well-being should go back up on its own. Mind you, I'm getting a little hungry. I can't tell if we're in the shade or if the sun's going down. I reckon we're just in the shade. Yeah. Alright then. Beware, using tools consumes energy. What, like my food bar? Because that's the last thing I want to consume at the moment. Yeah, so that will increase my food and water by a teeny little bit. That's not massively brilliant. No, the sun is going down. Fantastic. That's a very pretty sky. However, it's probably also going to get very, very cold here. Alright then, let's do a bit of bashing with this device. Indeed. We have done much bashing, and now I can't fit through here because I'm ever so slightly too tall.
Nice!
Huzzah! We destroyed one of nature's creations, using one of man's creations. Huzzah! I'm not sure why that merits such jubilation, but I'm not complaining. Let's have some more rocks, because why not? I don't even know how I do crafting. I presume I'm going to get a tutorial on that at some point. I do like the caves, that they seem sort of believable in terms of their formations. How do I fit through here? With difficulty is the answer to that question. Gideon. At least I'm just looking for a living person there for a minute, so I did.
What has happened here?
A person could not avoid all of his friends telling him spoilers about the latest Agatha Christie novel, so he came down here to read it in peace. You pulled me from the jaws of death, but I never found your name. You deserved better. Well, the jaws of death still caught you in the end. Let's have these, because I still don't know why we're carrying these things. Alright, how do I refill this thing? In my inventory, one presumes. Good fuel to keep torches going. Press F to use. Huzzah. Right then. I notice it's getting colder in here. My temperature bar has gone down from sickly green to chilly blue. So that's less than optimal. I imagine I will freeze my bum off eventually. Sun and temperature. The arid climate, the sun's intensity and high temperature of the desert are the main threats for your survival. What, running out of food isn't? You can track the sun exposure and the temperature on your user interface. The sun exposure will increase while you are exposed to sun and decrease in the shade. It can cause sunburn, which reduces your well-being over time until healed with the viola cream. Okay. You can also use clay to increase resistance to the sun. That's interesting, never knew I could do that. Temperature can cause heat cramps and heat exhaustion, reducing your hydration and stamina. By drinking and being in the shade, you can reduce the temperature or the risk of overheating. Okay, can I turn this off now?
Maybe there's something here I could use.
Maybe so. It's a little bit spooky. What? Explore the creature's body? What creature's
Ew.
body?
The desert didn't cut you any slack either, huh? Poor thing.
Creature is this? Some form of rabbit creature. I have a rabbit creature. Huzzah. Right then. Goodness, I have no idea where we are. Absolutely no idea where we are. They said that those notes were written in Spanish. And this doesn't look like Spain to me. So I'm gonna guess we're probably in why? Insects. Oh, great. Why do I want to collect insects? I'm gonna guess we're probably in Latin America. Probably. One of those other Spanish-speaking countries. Yay, I can refill my canteen here. I'm gonna drink that a little bit. And then use that to collect some more water. Still have no idea what these things are for. A small stool. I can do this with my axe, presumably in order to get some, I don't have an axe, it would seem. In order to, collect some stuff. That's fun. I need to find some food. I have my bunny rabbit person here. I should make for good eating after I've skinned it. I can get fat and leather from it. Don't need fur, it is a rabbit after all. Or at least I think it's a rabbit, some sort of South American equivalent of a rabbit, one presumes. Alright then, this looks like a decent place.
Looks like someone was staying here recently. I hope they don't mind me squatting.
I'm sure they won't, given that most of the people around here seem to have been dead for about a decade. Refugees are hidden throughout the entire map. They offer shelter from harsh weather and provide the following. A bed. Sleeping allows you to recover energy in exchange for a portion of the character's stats. Oh, that's what the eyeball bar is. That's my energy. Like a stamina bar? Once fuel is added, it can be used for cooking ingredients. A crafting bench gives you access to crafting medicines and tools. It can also be used to butcher animals. Trap has a chance to capture animals, a good source of food and leather. Why do I want leather? Want to wear a cool Indiana Jones jacket? Well, I do, but at the same time I feel like leather isn't going to be a great way to avoid the heat. Maybe it is, I don't know. Hint, any container can be used as storage space. Be aware that some refugee structures require maintenance. Okay, that's cool.
Table, fireplace. Is that a workbench? Looks like they had the whole 9 yards.
Very exciting indeed. Right, this isn't much of a crafting table. We could do this on the floor, and it would still be much the same. Alright, it don't seem like there's anyone here that wishes to perform much murder to me, so I'm going to turn this off for the sake of maintaining the light, and I apologise for that. Anything interesting here? Clay, used for making pots and vases. Why do I want a vase? What possible... It's a survival situation. I don't want a vase, for crying out loud. More salt, another potato. Lovely. At this point, I can have, what, salted potatoes and rabbit meat, which sounds like a decent dinner. Alright then, what can I make? A sharp rock knife. The caveman's first and best friend. I imagine the caveman's first and best friend was probably his wife, not his knife, but what do I know? Not very reliable, but a good place to start. I can make some cloth, patch holes, or even make bandages. Oh, alright then. What else can I make? Why can't I butcher this? Oh, I need a knife for this, do I? Alright, a bone knife. Why can't I make the bone knife? That sounds exciting. Because I need some leather strips and some glue. Oh, alright then. What do I make leather strips from? A piece of leather. Oh, just like Skyrim. Can I get some leather out of this? Yes, I can. Alright then. Let me make myself a knife. Huzzah. I can now make a cooking stick. A stick used for cooking, correct? And when we use, like, you know, fires and stuff. Well, we don't, we use ovens, but, you know. That's not the point. Alright, let's butcher this thing. And now I want to try and make this bone knife, because I reckon it's going to be more fun, except we're going to need some glue. And for that, I need animal fat and a lot of leather strips. Alright, let me try constructing this. Probably melt it for some glue. Is that how it works? I mean, I know you can, like, boil... I know, like, horse corpses used to get turned into glue. I don't think they do anymore. But, I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know how to make glue, alright, is the long and the short of it. If I use this again, am I should have enough leather strips left over. When you ain't got the tools or the nails or the skills, you got glue. You should be useful for better ropes. I don't want to make a rope, mate. I wish to make a knife. Plenty sharp, but bristle. Ugh, these people with their accursed rickets didn't get their proper calcium. Seasoned raw meat. Ah. Chewy as all get out, but better than nothing. Needs fire. Oh, alright. Yeah, let's cook some of this. This will probably be better than me normal stuff, and I'm basically starving to death at this point, so I should probably actually pay attention to what I'm doing. What other stuff can I make? Uncooked mortar. Useful mortar, but needs fire. Oh, okay, so I can use that for maybe mixing medicines together. Tools, the mortar. Yes, indeed. A shish kebab. How exciting. Ooh, I want to make a shish kebab. This sounds exciting. I need a cooking stick. Allow me to make a cooking stick. Allow me to make 2 cooking sticks. Goodness. Good to have shish kebab for dinner. How exciting. How positively civilized. Let's make a couple of these. And then we shall see if we can cook it. Alrighty then. Let me see what I can do with ye olde fire. Fiddlesticks. I need another stick. Literally, fiddlesticks. Fiddle some sticks. I must find some sticks. Hi.
Aren't you adorable?
You probably don't have any diseases, and don't mind the fact that I've got the Don't mind the fact that I've got one of your skinned brothers hanging from my hip. Don't you mind that? Let's have some peaches. That way you can have your little bed all to yourself again. That's kind of adorable in its own way. Alright then, allow me to make a fire. Can I cook? Yes. I wish to cook this place. Oh, goody, I was going to take all day. Need fire. Let's put a bit of fuel on. There we are. Yeah, we're all right then. Fine. Go on then. How do I open it? Got to set it going inside. Right, there we are. So it's a bit like Minecraft in its cooking then, in the sense that you need like fuel and then to put stuff in, and then it takes a certain amount of time and it actually cooks. That's nice. Can I sit next to this to warm my tootsies a little bit? This is nice. This is cute. I can't guarantee I'll be any good at this game because I'm generally dreadful at survival games if the forest offers anything. But it's drop dead gorgeous, I'll say that. I doubt there's any combat in it. Oh goodness, I didn't see you were there, my friend. I do apologise. Let me have some more bones. I ran out of bones after I used all of them to make a knife. And a chair. I don't have... Do I have the axe? No, I don't quite know where my axe is. Here's a box. A makeshift hammer, good for breaking and not much else. Bolts, the handyman's best friend's cousin. Are you on about? And some coal. Excellent. It would appear that the refugees here were here at Christmas, and they were rather naughty. Alright then. Has this thing finished cooking yet? Yes, it has. Why did it use both bits of... Oh, because it's still going. I need to put this in there quickly before I waste it. Goodness, it's actually competently done. And I didn't sleep. Oh, good. Right. Let me eat this. Huzzah! My concern is I think I used the bunny rabbit to make the shish kebab, didn't I? Did I use the bunny rabbit on the shish kebab? Yes, because that's where I got the raw meat, and then I turned it into seasoned meat, and then I turned it into a shish kebab. I can't achieve my objectives because I've accidentally managed to eat my dinner in the wrong form, would seem to be what I have done. This is a pain. Can I just add one of these? Not all 4 of them. Can I remove this? There we go. That's better. Right. Oh, these are 5 seconds each. Oh, I thought it was 20 seconds each. It would appear that I am quite stupid. Right then. No! Would you stop it? Get it off! No! Just remove it. Right. Thank you for just chucking all my frickin' wood in the fire. Ye goose. Right. Can I have this, please? Right. Thank you. For crying out loud. I've got to find another rabbit creature. And scarily, I know where one is. Oh, gosh. I best have some water, hadn't I? Kitty. Turns out I'm bad at this just because I can't figure out where it is I'm going. Oh, I need to sleep and rejuvenate my energy, but it's not very good. Hello, bunny rabbit person. Alright, so I'm getting pretty bad sun exposure by being out here. I need a hat of some form. Oh, there was another note here I never read. Shaman's Journal. For 40 days I bathed in the dust until my Christian baptism wore off me. For a fortnight I smoked tobacco. I don't know many of these words. Something came to me when I was deep in a trance. He called me by my shaman name. He has given me sight beyond sight, senses above those of the mortal realm. I see... Oh, I don't know what you see moving below. I call to you. Accept my sacrifice. Give me the strength to banish them. Oh, this was the bunny rabbit thing I was trying to eat, and then I screwed up massively. Interesting. So I don't think these footsteps have been made by those them people that we've been meeting. I reckon they're made by something a bit naughtier.
Should be able to put it back together.
What,
A water
this?
filter. Looks like someone left in a hurry. Or got chased out.
Chased out by big monsters. What's that? That's a helicopter. Philip, this is 1931. They didn't have fucking helicopters in 1931. And you call yourself a 20th century aficionado, you muppet, honestly. What is wrong with me? Okay, I need a plank of wood and some grass. Kitty, I need a plank of wood bashed around my boat, that's right. Kitty, yarn, I've already got a pickaxe, I don't need a pickaxe. I do, however, need a piece of wood, which is going to require either hunting one down, or finding something I can disassemble. There's some interesting stuff over there we'll go and have a look at in a minute. I need to... Oh, there's some boards over there. I wonder if I could pry them off and have some of those, perhaps. Could I have some of this wood, please?
These look shoddy enough. Maybe I can just rip them off the frame.
See, I don't get... I really didn't mean to do that. Never mind. I wanted to use my axe, but it doesn't seem to work. Whenever I click on the axe, it doesn't seem good enough for this game. Alright then. It would appear I'm a wee bit knackered. I need to get out of the sun before I die of heat exhaustion, even though I've only been out here for about 3 minutes. Does that mean I need to travel at night? Oh, there was a piece of wood right here, for crying out loud. What's wrong with me? Perhaps I'd best have a nap. What time will it be when I wake up? So my food and water is going down quite... Oh, I can wake up now! Not Bear Grylls, am I? Right. I have a piece of wood now. I have a plank. Can I break that into some smaller piece which I can actually use for the building of that trap, please? Was it sticks that I needed? I haven't... A baldy is what I needed. Right. My sun exposure has gone down, and my energy has gone back up a bit, which is all very happy. Right. Can I mend this now? Yes, I can. Alright. And now I need some sort of lure. Presumably some sort of food. I have not a baldy is what it is, but that's... Seeds? I think this is to catch a rabbit. I don't think rabbits eat seeds. What do rabbits eat? They eat carrots. Have you seen any carrots around here? Also, what's to stop him from getting caught? I don't particularly wish that to happen. I best have some water. I better eat my other shish kebab as well, assuming it hasn't gone rotten by now. Probably the most delicious food I can get my hands on in such a place. Great to store. Oh, okay, so that stuff lasts. That's good, because I was going to question whether food went off as time went by. But, what's the quality of the pickaxe that I've got? Is it just a decent one? Yes. Okay, so the one that I've got is fine. That's not a better one at all. That's probably just there in case you were a big dunce and missed it. Which, let's be honest, isn't very far away from the realms of possibility whenever I'm about. Okay. So do I need to, like, traverse this, sort of path of little villages, as it were? What have we here? A metal hook. How exciting.
Baba? It's gotta be. I need to get his attention.
That's not a helicopter. Excuse me a moment. I'm just going to look up when the first helicopters were invented, because, I might be an idiot, or I might somehow be even more of an idiot than I ever realised. So, let me quickly check this. Wait. No, I didn't want to click on a news story about Steam. I actually wanted to ask, when was the first helicopter invented? (1907). Okay, it turns out I'm not just wrong, I'm stupid. Apparently they've been in use since 1937. Get a closer. Oh, it is a plane. It's alright. Oh, great, now means I'm being really stupid. Some cloth here, that looks exciting. I need some rope, though. How does one construct rope? Presumably through the interweaving of grassy fibres. If I remember my Stone Age history correctly. I need to find some rope. Where am I going to find some rope? Hint, look up. Really? Hadn't frickin' noticed. Idiot. That hint is just a little bit naughty, I think. Hint, look up. What rubbish. Honestly. Now, do I not have an axe? Because I'm holding E and none of those are doing anything. What did I get then? Oh, it was a shovel I got. It wasn't an axe. Goodness, I'm stupid. Right, there is a box in there. I mean, how much of my energy does it use? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. I'm going to go and see if I can make a, yeah, use a shovel. Some clay and a rock, alright. There's actually a couple of things I want to do. First, I want to see if I can make an axe. B, I want to see if I can make some rope. And C, I want to see if I can use some of this clay to, make some sort of anti-heat stroke device. Where was that other clay I saw? It was not here. It was here. Alright then, 2 bits of clay. Not a great deal, but it's a start. Let's see what I can make. Can I make... Here's a... Yeah, here's a thing. An axe, that's the word I'm looking for. And bones, leather strips, glue and rope. Like, my rope is sort of has higher priorities at the moment. Rope? Here we are, rope. Plant fibres and glue. Ah, okay, so I was actually vaguely correct, which is a rarity. But again, I need more glue, which means I need more animals, which is going to be hard to find. A strong rope? What does one make with rope? With oil and leather. Should hold my weight for a while, if only I found the right spot to place it. Oh, you mean to, like, go down a mine shaft or something. Fair enough, then. And I can only make this out of the animal fat, which I only get out of the animals. I don't get it out of foxes, however. They're a bit too lean. Not the best meat, but it should be quite a lot of leather if I'm careful with it. Alright then, that didn't really help. So I can't make any rope, and I can't make anything, really. Wonderful. I'm going to have a glass of water to celebrate my absolute failure. Kitty, I need to make some rope, but how the hell am I going to do that? What about the axe? What do I need for the axe? Oh, I need the glue for that. For goodness sake, I'm just glue myself back together at this rate. Why can't I salvage some of this rope? That makes more sense. What could I get out of this? I don't know. I don't have an axe, so I can't actually do it. What was in here? Oh, there's a hammer. That might come in handy for smashing those boards off. I doubt it. Can I smash with this? No. Great. So I have a hammer that I can't frickin' use. Wonderful. Dion. Alright. Fine. Oh, that's right. I knew I'd forgotten something. I was going to look and see if I could make anything out of the clay to keep myself from getting whacked. Protein compound. Should be able to squeeze some oil out of this. Oh, well, it is seeds then. At least that answers that question. That's what I need. No, I can't see anything here. Unless... No, these are just divisions of what we've got here. Right, so they're not like extra things you can find. Alright then, fair enough. I'm getting low on energy. I need to eat my secondary shish kebab in a minute. But, I don't know where to find any seeds. Where does one find seeds? There must be some somewhere. Let's dig through this with me old spade. Some dirty water, a bit more clay. I have to like bake the clay into something. But don't you bake clay into bricks. There, that wasn't so hard, was it, Phil, when you got your tongue untied? I still don't understand why I can't bludgeon this thing. It wants an axe instead of a hammer is the thing. Except I don't know what things it wants me to hammer. Excuse me, I sincerely apologise. I had a sneeze that was as loud as a train rushing through here, so I sincerely apologise for that. Alright then. I need to track down some rope is my main thing. Shovel has broken. Goodness, what do I want the insects for? What? Crunchy could go with a little honey. You're eating wasps. We've got shish kebab and you're eating wasps. What is wrong with you? Right. It seems like I can't directly access anything else from here, unfortunately. There's some metal girders there.
If only I could reach those little beams, I could try fixing it.
I found some rope. Can I chuck the rope over there with like the hook and sort of drag him back towards me? Possibly, possibly not. I'm also slipping off this, which is a bit of a concern. And I'm going to get some more grass. And another stick. Here we are. What's that down there? I think it's a cactus. Don't fall in that old boy. Alright then. Before we die of heat stroke, actually we are going to die of heat stroke really soon, so I better get back inside and let that go back down again. And then I'll eat me other shish kebab. Or maybe I'll eat those peaches I've got actually instead, because I feel like I should keep the shish kebab in because it said it stores well. So let me just get out of the sun. Thank you. Let that go down a little bit. What could I eat? Not the coffee. How does coffee increase my hydration? Every survival game in the world says it's the opposite. Oh, here we are. Let's give me a little energy as well. Yeah, let's eat these. There we go. Much better. All sorted out. Right then. My heat exposure is still way too high. I'm going to have to sit here for a while, aren't I? I also need to refill my my water. So give me a moment so that my heat exposure goes down. I shall get some water for my own survival requirements, and then we shall go and see if we can catch sight of Bubba's plane. And not his helicopter. That 1907 number is really confusing me. When did the Wright brothers do that? That was 1903. Really? So within 4 years of the Wright brothers, people were making helicopters. That really is incredible how quickly technology moves along. I swear I've got mittens, but I'm not permitted to see them 90% of the time. I'm permitted to see plenty of screen tearing going on, however. Right then, never mind. Despite my lack of a sun hat, you really think I just put like a bag over my head or something? Anyway, back to the game. Yeah, I feel like I need to put something to hide myself with. Oh, I'm not making a signal. Oh, I thought I was making a signal. Oh. Oh, I do have mittens. That's nice. I thought I was making a signal, like something like to put in the sky as a lure. I didn't realise I was, I didn't realise I was just traversing to the next leg of our little journey. I do apologise. I forgot to fill up my water as well, which is rather stupid of me. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to dig with my hands. And my spade has broken because apparently it was made by British Leyland or something. Alright, can I harvest anything from this? It would seem not. Can, however, harvest something from me, that thing being most of my blood. Alright, can I find another place to stay, please? Because I don't really want to have to traverse all the way back.
That's a mine shaft. If I rappel down that way, I should be able to find a way out. I'd rather find another way.
I wouldn't, that sounds cool and badass. I do need to get out of the sun. Can I get out of the sun under here? Is this enough? Yes, this is. Alright, good. We'll just hold here for a split second while I have a look at a few things. Got some more nuts and bolts and stuff. I don't know whether I really need them, and I'm just conscious of how much carrying capacity I'm using up as it is. Is the sun going down? I feel like the sun's going down. I don't know what the time is. I happen to watch. Well, the shadows are getting higher, so that answers that question. Nuts and bolts, ropes and planks. Okay then, that's fair enough. What I reckon I'm going to do is I'm going to start storing my necessary bits and bobs for the construction of this thing. Perhaps in this barrel. Yes, I think I shall store it in this barrel. Alright then, so I needed the nuts and bolts, the rope and the hook. How much? I need 5 planks. Alright then, fair enough. Was there another plank in here? I feel like there was. There was indeed. Let me have this secondary plank, and I'll have that nut and bolt. There we are. I'll put them in this barrel here, so that they're not causing large volumes of problems for me in terms of my carrying capacity. Right then. It's very dark all of a sudden. Right, you can craft and find items. Craft or find items in the open world. There may be more refugees and things to discover. I completely agree with you. My energy is getting rather low. I need to find another refugee camp so that I can go and have a wee sleep. It's a little mine shaft here that looks rather exciting. I mean, the dinky little mine shaft are rather adorable. Here's another oil lantern. Excellent. This don't lead nowhere though, which is a bit of a shame. Is there anything hidden inside? No, there is not. I feel positively cheated upon and lied to. Goodness. Is there really nothing here? Oh, alright. I guess the vultures have already been through this place. Fair enough then. Is it cold? It's a bit chilly, but I don't think it's problematically cold at the moment. My energy is really low, however. Alright, I'm going to keep on searching around, just because I feel like the competent way to play this game is to take it sort of slow and steady and do things bit by bit, rather than trying to do everything at once, and being sort of competent about sort of resting plenty and getting away from the sun and all that jazz. The problem, however, is that I don't like doing large volumes of jump cuts, so I don't want to sit around and waste time all afternoon. So, you know, I just want to wander about a bit longer. Should put some more oil in this thing. That seems a was, oh dear. Alright, I could go over there, I could go over here. I'm going to go over here, for I see two things of interest. I see a little flag, and I see this, which looks interesting. However, it was not interesting. It was a total waste of my time. Mind you, I did get 3 bits of oil out of that, so perhaps I shouldn't be as critical as I'm being. No, I can't dig through that, for I have not a spade. Seriously, what is wrong with that spade? It broke out about 3 uses. Utterly ridiculous. Metal scrap. Should make the most of it. Definitely, I'm having that, without a doubt. Another crafting table and a bed. I need another bit of cloth for that. I would like a sleep, actually. It is a bit, my energy's getting a bit low. As much as I do like working at night, for the sake of not having to worry about the heat stroke. Let me take this so that we can at least get a little sleep. We'll maybe just sleep for a few hours, not enough that the sun will come back up, but enough that we don't have to worry about other stuff going on. Right. Just wait for my energy to get back up to a decent level. Mind you, my food and water are now going down to a horrific degree. We'll leave it there. That'll be enough. Let me first drink some water. There we go. And have my other shish kebab. Huzzah! Right then. I presume I can still make nothing of much use. I can make... Again, I need leather for this. Man alive, you really need to set a lot of traps. The problem is I can't find any of the, I can't find none of the seeds that I need for luring the little critters and so on. Which is a pain in the neck. But never mind. I don't know how long this game is in terms of like how many sort of rough hours of gameplay there are meant to be. But I don't know. I doubt I'll get all the way to the end of it because as I said, the pacing doesn't lend itself very well to what I'm capable of, and my own incapabilities don't lend themselves well to what I'm capable of. So allow me to have this piece of wood and avoid this very, very, very prickly person, and see what we can find over here. Why am I moving so slowly all of a sudden? Why is that a thing? Don't be so tardy. That's better. That is a beautiful sky. What's with the holes in the sky? What's with that big hole in the sky, exactly? What's up with that? Is that just a cloud? Or is that like a massive black hole somewhere in the cosmos? One does not know, but I really feel like I shouldn't be out here because this seems very, very dangerous because the sun's going to be up soon and I'm miles away from anywhere safe. So, this don't seem mahusively wise. But it looks like there's a little well here, which looks exciting. Maybe I can fill my canteen using that, because goodness knows that thing's getting a bit low. Right, let me have this. Get a bit more cloth. Let's get a bit of light in here as well. Water. Huzzah! Collect water. Lovely stuff. Right then, that's all that sorted out then. Anything else of importance? Makeshift hammer, bit of wood. I'm going to continue to take the clay, even though I still have no idea what I want it for. And a wagon wheel. Wonderful. I just wanted a little chocolatey snack. Right, never mind any of that. Never mind me referencing confectionery products which probably don't exist in most of the world. Let me instead worry that I can't find anything useful out here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I want to go up and investigate them big pointy things, but I also kind of don't. Can you see a rope hanging? Hang on a minute, old boy. Do yourself a favour and don't walk into the cacti. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I spy a rope there. I don't know where that would lead me, but it might lead me somewhere exciting. Let me put this fire away so that I don't burn all of the rope, as happened to presumably this person who didn't put their lantern away like a big silly billy. And let me see if I can climb up here. I don't know if this game is complete or not. I don't know whether it's like 1.0 or whatever. I honestly have no idea at all. So, I can't tell exactly what the reason for that is. What on earth is this? Chewy, salty, and tasty. What more to ask? It looks like a bunch of intestines, but alright. Row! Huzzah! I'll need that. Bolts! And an axe. Good, I can do much chopping with this. Excellent. It is getting really dark. Let me have a bit more cloth. There we are. I'm not convinced it will help. You'd really think I'd make a hat or something by now. But, what do I know? This is plenty of opportunities for more water, which is nice. Looks like the sun is coming up, though, because the sun exposure meter has changed. So, I reckon it won't be long till the sun's up. But till then, I guess we're going to keep walking, because I've honestly got no idea how to get back to wherever it is I came from. At least we found all the bolts we need for that thing. I think the rope is going to be the hardest, not the rope, the hook is going to be the hardest thing to find. Unless I can somehow craft out of the metal scraps. But that's going to require, oh, what? A sandstorm? Since when? Oh, this is fair. I haven't the planks that I need for this. Goodness, this is loud. Right then, I guess I'm gonna go look for some planks. I mean, there's a massive plank sitting in front of the computer, but other than that, oh, a plank, I think. No, a rock. Easy mistake to make. At least I'm not getting sunstroke. Well, that didn't last very long. But anyway, enough quotes from the bedroom, let's get back to the game. That sandstorm wasn't the lengthiest thing in the history of mankind, was it? Goodness, man alive, I wouldn't want to fall in there. Is there anything in there? Like, anything useful? Anything to sort of lure me in there? I don't think so, no. Giddy on. Alright then. Well, we figured out how to make that bridge, which will allow me to access this area a lot more easily. The problem is that I've no planks, because I left them all at the mine shaft, like a dunce. So that wasn't exactly my shining hour. But never mind. I do not want to go that way, because there's a big spiky thing there. I do have an axe, however, so surely there must be some wooden things I can bash about a bit, which would allow me to get some more planks. Are there any planks in here? Well, I do spy one off to the right there. Sticks? I don't want sticks. I can't make anything out of sticks. Here's a plank. Unrefined wood. I don't think I can use that. Here is the secondary plank. I still think I need a few more though, like 2 or 3 more. Oh, the frame rate's finally picked up. That's nice. And I can finally see my hands again, which is nice. I think it's only when I sprint that I can do that, which is a little unusual, but never mind. I seriously need to find some planks pronto, because I need to get out of the sun. Let me scamper back down here, because look, there's a wooden structure over there, and there's this structure here. There must be some planks somewhere. I'm getting low on water. It's alright, because there's a, oh, that's nice. That's nice. There's a well here that I can use to mend myself up if that's necessary. Huzzah! There are planks. We have this plank, and this plank. Let's see if there was anything I left in there of importance. There is another plank. How many planks do I have? I have 5 planks. I'll take that so that I have a spare. What? Encumberment tier 1. Oh, it's like Fallout. It's a pain in the neck. Alright, fine. Have your frickin' plank back then. Goodness sake. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I guess I better fill this up. Yeah. Oh, because I'm carrying too much water. What a travesty. Goodness sake. I need something that gives me some energy. Coffee? Yeah, let's have a little coffee.
I'm feeling doozy.
Was that a popular term back in the 1930s? I feel like it wasn't. I feel like I know... Why am I moving so slowly? Oh, because I'm still over encumbered. Giddy aunt. The coffee wasn't enough. What else can I chuck out? Some sticks? Cooking sticks? Wouldn't get much out of throwing them away though. Can I drop one of these with O? A cooking stick. I love that I put it in a little bag. A little doggy bag, just in case I come back for it later. Right. Let's go and construct that bridge, and then we can say that we've actually done something with our lives, other than kill the frame rate. And, then we can probably leave it there, because let's be honest, we both know I'm going to die very soon. Maybe I'm not going to die very... Oh, for goodness sake, these heavy rabbits. These big bummed rabbits with their big heaviness. Well, at least the coffee means that I can sprint unlimitedly, which, or at least it did mean I could sprint unlimitedly. With the sun exposure, I really can't afford to stay out here any longer than is absolutely necessary. But I need my rabbit. I need my rabbit friend. Oh, Gizzy, how much does that rabbit weigh? 1.5 kilograms. Goodness. And I haven't got anything else particularly weighty. It's all like my equipment and axes and stuff. I feel like I needed to store them at home, like leave them in a box, and just bring them out when necessary, rather than yank a load of stuff. Although I must say, in fairness to this woman, I couldn't lug around 30 stuff and still scamper about the desert in the sun. I couldn't do any one of those things, let alone do them all at the same time. Right. Indeed, we have made a bridge. Allow me to survey my domain. Indeed, it all belongs to me. I'm not doing anything with the mouse. It's just doing that by itself. Which is interesting. My mouse seems to have taken upon a life of its own. Well, if we're going to name them after creatures that scamper around randomly, I suppose it only makes sense that they would begin to act that way. Can I use my axe? Indeed. I have gotten sticks. Huzzah. Alright, what do you mean unrefined wood? It's a wheel. It must have been refined if they turned it into a wheel. Alright, what do I know? Let me jump over here and see what I can do. Hello, rabbit friend. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We'll go a bit longer. Because I feel like this isn't a very justified point to end, and we probably won't do any more of this. We probably won't do like a second episode of this. So why not do like a 90-minute episode instead for the fun of it? I'm sure the file size won't be a problem. Right. Let's butcher this thing. There we go. Sharp rock knife has broken! Oh, fiddlesticks. We could make some strong rope. Did I need strong rope for that thing, or did I just need ordinary rope? I want the leather. I want to keep the leather for the making of glue, for the sake of... I don't know what it's for the sake of, but I don't think I can do that. I want to go back and check before I do that. I will. As long as I keep the leather with me and the rope, then I can check that. I can make another sharp rock knife. I'm going to do that, because... knives is important. Alright then, did that say I could make planks? Can I make the planks out of the unrefined wood I got? Unrefined wood turns into a plank. Using axe allows you to get extra ones. So the better your tools, the more efficient your crafting is. That's a nice touch. Alright then. Let me leave some stuff behind that I'm not using. Let me leave all these bones behind, because it's a little macabre to be carrying these things around. And the pickaxe, I don't reckon we need that. And the booze, don't reckon we need that. And the clay. And oh, I've got seeds. When did I find these? Should keep the pangs at bay. Turn into a protein compound. You're eating seeds. Goodness, I was going to say what's wrong with you, but then again I'm in charge, so that's what's wrong with us all. Alright then, let me go and lace my trap, I think, if I could ever get over the whatever the hell it is I've got stuck on. Hello, let me have the stick for no particular good reason. Did I check what was in this barrel? Yes, I did. Nothing inordinately useful. At least nothing that I need right now. Can I lay some things as a trap? Most of us go for a cardboard box and a piece of string, but alright, if you want to go for something a bit more sturdy, I guess that makes sense. Alrighty then. I'm confused why the temperature is at chilly blue when we're at in the sun. But alright. 'Twould seem I need a snooze. I'm gonna need some food afterwards. Do I still have that meat? That meat's not gonna last though, is it? I shouldn't eat it like this. It can't be safe. Yeah, no kidding. There's only about 12 diseases you can get off it. You know what else I'm gonna do? Just because I feel a bit icky carrying them around with me. I'm gonna leave these wasps behind. If you don't mind. Anything else? I'm going to leave this behind because I still don't know what I'm supposed to use it for. Because I can't find anything I can bash about with it. Let me see. I kind of want to take the planks with me because they're so sort of multi-purpose. Everything else seems sort of alright though. Yeah. Still got 20 carrying capacity. That's alright. One supposes I'd best cook some food. Can I make another shish kebab? I doubt that I can because I reckon I've used all my salt, haven't I? Seasoned meat, yes, I've used all my salt. Oh dear, I can make another shovel, however. Don't really want to, though, because of how much it weighs, if that's not rude of me to say. I suppose I best cook this food before, we end up in a pickle. Now, how am I going to do this? What? Get 90 seconds of fire out of the... Oh, it's peat! I thought these were little bricks that I'd collected for some bizarre reason. Had no memory of doing that. Right, that's nice. I am actually going to put this on here. I'm going to cook this. As soon as I remember to press the frickin' button. I'm going to cook this, I'm going to cook this, I'm also going to cook a few of these. Because I reckon that will be interesting to do. Right then. While I wait, I am going to have a look on here. Actually, this has probably finished the first one now, hasn't it? Yeah, there we are. Let me remove that and place that instead. I wish to have a little look at this and see if I can make a hook. I doubt that I can. Protein compound, herbal poultice. What on earth is this? A poultice made from mashed desert herbs, just the thing to ease sunburnt skin, sprained ankle, or a bee sting. Oh goodness, a bee sting! However will I survive? Giddy yarnt. A bee sting. We are literally stranded out in the desert, and you're worried about a frickin' bee sting. Alright. Giddy yarnt. Presumably I need these wooden handles for the construction of the more advanced tools. I'm not seeing anything about making a big old hook though, which is a bit of a shame. Perhaps I need to create some sort of blast furnace for that. Let me remove that. I want to put those in there as well. I should have put in more than one at a time because then I wouldn't have to keep sitting here all the time. Right, can I eat this dinner, though? Should fill me up for a while. I am actually going to eat it for breakfast, however, not for dinner. Because I want to... Oh! I actually meant to refine it into something cooked fruit that would be more nutritionally valuable. I didn't mean to cook it into booze. Where did the glass come from, dare I ask? I'm going to have a wee snooze, let my energy get back up. And... yeah, it'll be alright, because we've got an infinite supply of water here, at least I think it's infinite. And, there we go. We'll save as well, there we are. The worst of the sunlight should be gone as well. So, let me as a wee drink. And as a wee drink. There we go. And let me have a little collection of this, if I hold down the button long enough. Oh no! So much for it being infinite, ye great dunce. And now I can eat this. I should eat them both. Huzzah! I feel positively positive. Right then, let me return to the mine shaft for the sake of checking what type of rope it was that I needed, and also investigating if I can find a hook nearby, for I feel those are the two things which I need most desperately. So give us a wee minute to return to the old mine shaft, and we'll see what we can manage. 'Twould seem we is in something of a pickle. Turns out I need 3 hooks, not 1. Yes, I need strong rope, and no, there isn't a crafting bench here to make it. And I also need 4 bolts, and seemingly despite the fact that I left some of my bolts here in this barrel, I thought I collected a load more. The hiccups are back. I thought I collected a load more bolts, but I didn't seem to have them in my inventory, so possibly I left those at home. So that was inordinately competent of me. So as punishment for my total cretinous behaviour, I'm going to wander off into the wilderness and see what I can discover. Seriously, where am I going to find 3 hooks? That's a lot of hooks. I really feel like I should be able to make them by melting down the metal, but I'm going to need a rather industrial setup in order to actually manage that, in terms of you know, like melting down the scrap metal I've collected and all that sort of thing. But I'm not too sure how to manage all that. Is there anywhere I can go in here? Is this a little cave I can go and explore? Ooh, how exciting. Okay, this is like a little miniature refugee camp. Alright, fair enough. What does this book say? Shaman's Journal. The man from a place whose name we're not going to try and pronounce for the sake of not offending everyone has confirmed my suspicions. Something have killed and killed, but have no way to survive. In time they would die out in this place. It is a shame I wasn't ready sooner. Perhaps I could have saved them. At least I can save this man, take him to the caves. Do one good deed before I finish my shaman's journey. One good deed before I die. That's odd. I feel like we haven't encountered the shaman's body yet. I know we did encounter a body next to a flower. That's nice. I know we did encounter a body next to one of the first entries in the shaman's journal that we collected, but I feel like since that was the first one, that's not very likely to have actually been his body. Otherwise he would have he wouldn't have been able to write other ones. What is this one? Perfect for curing sores. Alright. Fair enough. Still don't know what I want this for. Presumably to eat, unfortunately. Alright then, I doubt there's much here of that grade level of importance. So I guess we shall continue to walk on. Except I'm not going to turn that on for the sake of wasting the battery, as it were. And as much as I appreciate it means you can't see a heck of a lot. Know that I'm not in any better of a situation. At the very least, let's have some more cloth. I like these little flag things, because it allows you to know where you've been and where you haven't been. It's a nice touch. I want to go over and explore this thing, because this looks like a passageway between like a crevice and the rock, which is quite exciting. So let's see what we have got up here? This seems a little bit more industrial rather than everything else that we've seen. Speaking of things that we've seen, we haven't seen anything around here because it's very dark. Alright, what do we have here? We have some oil. That's nice. We have some repair. What is it? It's a stick and a bunch of bricks, mate. Yay, more of these things. And some more clay as well. I'll have that as well. Still don't know how to use it. But I could mend that if I had some more bits of wood. But I think that would maybe turn into a crafting table. That's my best guess. A hook! Huzzah! How much do these hooks weigh? Probably far too frickin' much. 0.3 kilograms. I can live with that. Also, if this is America in the 1930s, I'm pretty convinced we weren't using, proper measurements back then. But what do I know? Let's mend this. Huzzah! We have made a table. Good. That means I can now make my strong rope, which I need. There we go. And now I can make nothing else because I've used all of my stuff. I could make the mortar for the sake of making the medicines, but honestly, what would the point be? Make some medicinal herbs, but I'm not really taking any damage. I guess because I'm being too much of a wuss and I'm not actually staying out in the fire. In the sun. I mean, the sun is fire, but you know, it's so far away that one doesn't sort of notice. Alright, what's that? A folded tent. Disassemble a tent with a knife. Here's a better idea. Don't do that and just pick it up and take it with you, you great silly Billy, honestly. Stupid person. Like I said, oh, here's a nice sun hat. Let me cut this into little bits so that I can make, I don't know, a pin cushion out of them or something. Why do we want to cut up a tent? Surely a tent is a massively useful thing to have and to use and to have and to hold for the sake of protecting you from the sun. Or maybe not, I don't know much about desert survival. Scratch that, I don't know anything about desert survival. Other than drink water, and there might be milking cactus, beyond that I ain't of all these. This looks like a proper building, it's got an arrow on it, how exciting. Hopefully we shall find somebody here that doesn't wish to murder us. Hello, I need some help. Goodness, those are very shiny looking chairs. Where did you buy these shiny chairs, my friend? I don't know, here is another creature. Pot with lid, I noticed. Right, more things I can break and bash about. Let me turn this off for a second. Let me turn it back on because it's really dark in here. Some coffee, I like that. More peaches. It's a tiny body. A tiny dead body with a massive bonce. Right, sorry. I just needed some outside confirmation there that I wasn't going mad and that actually this is exactly what I think it is. Okay. Dear, we're going to ignore the fact that it's the size of a baby and we're going to move very swiftly on. Let me have some more cloth and then realise there's not nearly as much stuff here as I hoped there would be. There's a mine shaft down there, which is all very exciting. Mind you, there is a second floor. How does one access that? One does not, it would seem, unless one can access it from the outside, he says, not wanting to go that way around because of the cacti. Gideon again with the cacti. Another trap there. Some more oil. Place where we could do some filtering. Some ram bone. Is that different from my other bones? No, it would seem that all of my bones are roughly the same sort of level of boniness. There are no varying levels of bonitude. Let's go up here. Yeah, this is definitely competently constructed. Sorry to interrupt. You think I'm sleeping on that? I wouldn't sleep on that if... I'd rather sleep on the floor, mate. I'd much rather sleep on the floor. Another hammer and a plank. I've got plenty of planks. I don't need to worry about planks. I wish I could pick that up and put that in with the other ones to save the space. Right, that's fortuitously shut down because I'm about to leave. The problem is that I've now got to walk through all of these cactuses without impaling myself and anything. Right, we didn't find any hooks there, which makes me rather cross. But, never mind. I shall suppress my crossness. And we'll wander off into the wilderness and see what else we can find. I don't know how big the map is. One presumes it's relatively sizable. Most survival games do have relatively big maps. Do you want to try and rappel down a wall with no equipment? In the dark? In a place full of cactuses? No, of course you don't, because that's a stupid thing to do, which is why I tried to do it. Like, put the stick away, madam, it doesn't help. I know you want to bash me about the bowler with it, and frankly so do I after a performance like that, but still. Goodness, it's dark, I can see nothing. Sometimes I feel like life would be easier if I didn't have 1, 2, 3 different lights pointing at me at the moment. Are there any wild animals in this desert? Any, like, you know, lions and tigers and bobcats and
God, the sun. I gotta cool down.
What are you talking about? The temperature isn't too high. We don't have heat exhaustion. Oh, the sun's coming back. Oh, you were just trying to warn me. Goodness, the sun comes up quickly in this place. No warning at all. You have to keep an eye on the moon in order to see where it is in the sky. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I don't have very good feelings about this. What is we can see what we're doing now, which makes a lovely change. Why are you walking like that? Why are you sort of jostling along like that? Very mysterious. We've only found one of the 3 hooks we need. This is a pickle we've got ourselves into. Oh no, not another one! Well, it's better than nothing. Let's have a bed. Actually, let's have a quick sleep. There we go. All better. Well, the sound's gone, but the sight hasn't. What does this note say? Idaho Johnson's diary. I can hear them outside, getting closer. Their footprints are drawing nearer. Every dawn. They can't be too smart, but they're vicious, after what I caught them doing to that corpse, tossed around like a rag doll among them. The creatures could be findings of great archaeological merit, perhaps cryptids. How exciting. I should capture one. I will return with 12 armed men. Also, someone has been going through my tobacco stash. What kind of madman would break into another stash to steal his smokes is beyond me. An addict? I mean, I don't think we realised, back in the 30s that tobacco was quite so addictive, but, could this sandstorm pass? Thank you. Well, that's at least one problem sorted out. We've still numerable other problems. Like I'm in charge, for example, which is a massive problem, as anybody who has ever been under my responsibility will tell you. Here is another little house that I reckon we've been to before, because there's no bit of cloth around. In fact, yes, we've definitely been here before, because that's the rope we went up to when we made that bridge. So I didn't go half as far afield as I thought I did. Alright, that's a pickle, but at least I can replenish my my water, if nothing else, and worry about the frame rate again. I still don't know whether that's infinite or not. I feel like it should be, but probably it isn't. Alright, I'm going to sit here for a minute and think about my next move. Because I could go and search. Well, the only thing I can do is go and search for 2 more hooks. That's my only objective, but I have no idea where to find them. But I'm going to wander about for a little bit and see whether I can find any more hooks, or whether I can figure out any way of making them. Do you spy a hook? I spy a hook. And a hook.
A hook. Might as well hold on to that.
Oh no. I was going to make a joke making a silly voice, and then you came along and spoiled it. That's a hook of a lot of rope. You'd think I'd have that. But no, I'm going to leave the rope there. Giddy up. At least we found our secondary hook anyway. Property of Dr. Idaho Johnson, PhD. If found, please return to sender. Would you look at that? Phil resisted the urge to burst into song. Right then, we've definitely got enough bolts, and we are missing only one hook. What the hell is going on up there? It's like that bit in The Lion King if everyone was a corpse. Goodness, and I've no food. Oh dear. How do I get up there? I'm determined to get up there. They must have something of importance. I'm gonna have to squeeze my way through all of the pricklies. Oh, here we are. This should work a bit better. If I can get up this sheer cliff. Oh, come on. I could do this in Skyrim. Why can't I do it here? Seriously, there's something freaky up there. There's like 3 people in a human centipede and they're lifting something up. Very mysterious. I really want to get up there and have a look at that, but I just don't see a way up at the moment. Which is a shame, because there's something real interesting going on over there. But alright. I suppose I shall continue to look for the hook. Seriously, what is that? Need a pair of binoculars or something. Well, I don't see any hooks, but I shall go and look for them. Just as soon as I get out of the sun. Do you want to know something funny? Right, so I was walking along, right, and I was getting a bit warm with my old sun exposure. So I thought to myself, there's a big rock over there. I could go and get some shade. So I go to it, and the shade isn't very large. So I come into this little crevice, hoping to get some more shade. I found the shade. I've also found that I can't get the hell out of here, because I've got myself stuck. Jumping doesn't do anything. I crouched, hoping to dislodge myself. I actually managed to just get myself stuck even further down here. And, I can't get out. Which is great. So I'm going to have to go back to my autosave, which thankfully was only about 5 minutes ago. Load. Great. I think it was just before I picked up my second hook. So, let that be a lesson to you. Don't be a moron like Phil. And if you see a tiny, tiny gap in the rock, don't shove your bum in it. But never mind. I'll keep looking for my tertiary hook. Right then, I have not found tertiary hook. But I have returned to this place because I thought, well, we found our first hook, goodness knows where, in that crevice over there between the rocks. And then we found the other one over there, near them big spiky bits. And it seems like they're all near relatively interesting landmarks. And this house up on the hill here seemed like a vaguely interesting landmark. And what I didn't realise in the darkness is that there's a cave over here. And unlike the forest, it's hopefully we're not people of cannibalistic murdering people. So let's see what we can find in here. Hopefully it merits me actually turning the recording back on. Let me get my old light out. I'm worried about that funny noise I just heard. There we go. Let's see what we can find in here. So I reckon the third hook might be in here, and then we can go down into the mine, have a quick poke around, probably fall to our death, and then we can finish the video before the file size gets to unprecedented.
Look at these drawings. I wonder how many people went through here. Wonder how many of them made it out.
It's a crying Pikachu with a cape. Alright, interesting. Hooray! A hook. Let's hope I got everything else I need. A few extra bolts, even. Right then. Huzzah and hooray! We have found what we needed. The question is why am I walking in the wrong direction? Because I'm a dunce. Oh look, another hole in the rock I'm not going to get myself stuck in. He says pressing the wrong buttons. Right then. Success has been very much enjoyed. Let me worry about the direction that this tunnel is taking. No, maybe it's alright. I've also, from that house, I've got loads of these bunny rabbit creatures left over. So we can make lots of leather and glue when we get back. But what we need to worry about first is actually getting back before we start putting together a laundry list of tasks. So what I am going to do is realise I've never been here before. Goodness, a little village. How quaint, how pleasant, how probably deserted. Let's see what we can find here, and then we'll head back and construct what we need. Another hook! I shall take this with me. One can never have too many hooks. Many bits and bobs of stuff I could bash about. Dirty water. Use that with the filters, I believe, in order to make it into better water. But I think I'm alright on the old watery front for the time being. Let's see what's in here. Hello? Anyone home? Another book. Shaman's Journal. I found the last piece of the Shaman's Journal. Someone came to me in a vision at night. Showed me something or other. Freed by man's greed. They became hungry in the dark, starving and mad. They found no livestock to slaughter, so they contended with men. And now they come here, stalking the dust in the trail of the white man down in his caves. I wonder whether that's Theodore. Not Theodore, what was his name? Idaho. That was his name, Theodore. He is a good man, has tobacco to spare for the both of us. I have kept them away for his sake, but I may soon have to make myself known to him before it's too late. Oh, okay, so the stories of the, of Dr. What's-His-Name? Leather, yay. Dr. What's-His-Name and the shaman were related. The shaman was the man that was pinching his, why are there a million hooks here and none when I'm looking for them? As soon as you've got as many as you need, that's it, you're finished. As soon as you need the things, can't find them to save your life. Right, I do want to construct that, but I feel like I should probably wait until I have returned home, because I don't know if the meat goes off. I've yet to actually see any evidence at all of things going off, but I feel like they're going to. There's a big old part here. One wonders where it goes. One thinks it'd be a very stupid idea to climb up it. The developers have realised that I'm a moron and have put an invisible barrier to stop me going up there. Alright, fair enough. Can I get up on the roof? No, I can't, mostly because I'm a twit. There we are. Much better. I can now survey my domain more effectively. No, I can't, for there is t'other invisible barrier. Alright then. I reckon I've got about everything I need from here, so what I am going to do is start... Oh dear. The worrying thing is, if there were two graves here, that means there was someone here to bury them. See that? You'd think he'd have run out of fuel by now, or come over here. The great goose. Right, I've come to the conclusion that eventually you reach a sort of an area like that one, and it basically says that you can't go over there. You sort of reach the edge of the map, as it were, which is a nice sort of natural barrier for it to create as the edge of the map, rather than sort of containing you within impenetrable mountains or things like that. So, that's Norse. Right then, enough prattle from me. Let me get us back to the mine shaft, and we shall go and explore. Take this for a bit of food. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if you can, like if you take the entire plant, then it won't grow back, but if you just take a little bit, it will grow back and you'll have a permanent supply there. What a fascinating little balancing mechanic. I approve. The forest would have benefited from things like that. Right, this reminds me a lot of the forest actually, instead of the sort of survival mechanics and this weird mystery. I prefer this to the forest, however, because in this game you are not constantly being besieged by maniacs. And if there was anything in the forest that drove me mad, it was the maniacs. I guess they all drive each other mad. But, yeah, I like this. Despite the complication of the heat temperature problem, it's quite nice. Mind you, the forest had that little bit, didn't it? It had that cold area. We had to make the cold suit to go into it. You know, that thing I never did. Right. Enough prattle. Oh, I haven't a plank! Idiot. Me and my frickin' planks. May I have plank, please? May I have just one plank? Thank you. Alright then, it wants me to have this pickaxe, doesn't it? Before I go down. So let me build this. Huzzah and hooray. Now, I need to store some stuff, don't I? Because I'm not going to be able to carry that pickaxe. Oh no, I'd be alright actually. Now that I've used most of that equipment, I'll be alright. I should probably take some food with me, however, before I go down there. There's nowhere to cook it, is the problem. Ah, screw it. Who needs food? Who needs food? I have faith. That's all a man needs in this world. Can I go down here without falling off? Thank you. Alright then. Down into the earthly pits I
Down
go.
went Alice. never once considering how in the world she was going to get out again.
We're going to get out the same way we came in. Exit the cave. Oh, find the exit and escape the cave. Good giddy, aunt. I could have easily fallen to more death.
What the hell is that?
What? What's what? What's what? What have you seen? Oh, that's what makes the footsteps. Can see its tootsies over there. So it is an invisible creature. I have nothing to defend myself with. I have a knife. Do I need to stab an invisible person with my little bone knife? Would ye screw off? I don't reckon you would. Right. That's interesting. So there is actually dangerous creatures in this game. That's good. I approve for the sake of the game mechanics. I need to be sneaky. I'm not being sneaky. Go away. Goodness sake, nothing in this box. Would ye screw off, you big smelliness? I can't tell if it's really clever or really, really cheap that the enemy is invisible. Because on the one hand, you don't need to produce a nice character model. On the other hand, it leaves you wondering why the hell is the monster invisible. I want to go and search those boxes for supplies before we go. On the other hand, I want to catapult my bum down that mine shaft. I just wish this kid would screw off. When he goes, I'm going to crouch down and make myself slightly more discreet. Idiot. I don't have all day, mate. I have a ticking stomach clock. Alright, there we go. Let's turn this on for the sake of seeing what we're doing. Leather, I'll have that. Green beans! Not much in a can. Beats having to boil them. Alright. I'll be honest, I don't know what you're on about. Oh, some coal! Excellent, I'd totally forgotten about the coal. So some oatmeal. Alright. It's not alrighty then. It's not alright then, there's an arrow going that way.
Someone must have wanted to find a way back.
There's a very burpy monster in here. Do you mind, sir? Wherever you are, whoever you are, there you are. Is that your footsteps? No. Goodness, I don't know where he is. This is a fascinating mechanic, but also a bit screwy. Let's have this as well. If I could pick this up. Ow, my face! It didn't like me stealing its beef jerky. Okay, fair dues. I hear people that are into beef jerky are into it a lot. Anything here? Some more seeds and some salt. Excellent. I can have such a balanced diet. I'm gonna eat some of this jerky, I suppose. And then I'm gonna run down here. And I'm gonna keep running.
Easy does it.
Yeah, I'm being really
No, no, no!
What? What's wrong? What happened? I didn't see it. Stop the press. Quickly, we have to find it. A bell pepper. Goodness. Have a whole dinner at this rate. Not much of interest here. There's a coal everywhere. Giddy on monsters! He wants me to go up there? How in the name of good Christmas boats am I going to manage that? I don't know. I'm going to craft all the way up here. I didn't really want to come and stand over here, if I'm quite frank. Well, I think we found the exit, but goodness knows if we're going to reach here. We're going to need a catapult to get myself up there. It's big stinky tootsies. Oh, for goodness sake, man, would you leave me alone? No, apparently you wouldn't. Oh gosh, we're going to have to sidestep him. We're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way because I see some light.
Come on, come on!
It's tall. We've learned that.
It's like they left this place in a hurry.
No, I think I only hear one set of footsteps. Righty then. I reckon we've about made our way out. No, we have not made our way out, I believe. Post haste. You know what, I'm just going to get onto this and climb and leave, frankly. I don't feel particularly safe here. Oh good, this doesn't take me to an exit. I don't even know what it does take me to, I can't see anything. Alright, well this is interesting. Oh, mine. Oh, okay, again with the mine carts. More oil, that's nice. Beginning to regret that I didn't actually bring any stuff, or like any food with me or anything. Mind you, what I need more than anything right now is rest. I'm just a wee bit knackered.
Tell me, no two ways about it. But why didn't it come after me? Got to be tremors.
What saw you? What, the creature we were running away from earlier? Well, it probably didn't chase us because we went up a rope. And here's another rope we can go up. Ooh, a door! Yeah. I was rather hoping to be a gun cabinet, if I'm quite frank. That's some more seeds, please. Thank you very much. And some of these, please. Thank you very much. Anything else of much interest or importance around here? Empty sack. Empty sack. I love that it doesn't tell you that the sack is empty until you've already looked in it. I mean, it's realistic. Well, no. Invisible monsters that bite my bum off it ain't exactly as realistic, are they? I'm tearing through a lot of oil here, but I have collected up a lot, so I suppose it's alright. Could boost my energy with some coffee. Yeah, let's have some coffee.
Up and at 'em.
Treat myself, I suppose. Yay, more beef jerky. He says pressing all the wrong buttons. He then says picking up the coal. What the hell did I just do? Would you stop pressing buttons, Phil? You're getting them all wrong. Go back to button of school. Right, can I have the thing, please? Thank you. I appreciate that. Would you close the thing, please? Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. Oh, there's a little meter there with a little lightning thing which tells me how long my stamina's going to be infinite for. That's nice. Right then. I see the stars in the sky. I think anyway. Which is hopefully my exit out here. And then we can probably end the episode. And hopefully it's... Well, hopefully it's not the end of the game. It might be, but... one never knows. You are kidding me, aren't you? Oh, for goodness sake, I'm going back down. Thank you. For goodness sake, what dreadful timing. Never mind. I think we have just about escaped. Now the question is, where am I?
I never go back there again. It'll be too soon.
A song. I can't
No
read this.
entry. Another warm welcome.
A town I don't really have time to go to, because to be honest with you, this episode has been getting to an inhuman length anyway. I mean, what the hell is that? The hell is that grey thing? Do you see that over there? Sorry, I just want to have a quick look at this before we... Oh, is it just like a blasted bit of tree or something? Yes, it is. Sorry, I must have given like a big pair of open jaws at first. Yes, it is a tree. A pretty tree. A very pretty tree. Did I get any wood off this or anything? I don't think so. It's not really my top. I don't usually like them this bony and skinny. I prefer a bit more meat in the bones. Right, sorry. Absolutely dreadful joke is over now, I assure you. Oh, a knife. A short blade with a palm-long blade. Perfect for butchering. Sadly not for fighting, however, which is a bit of a shame. Right then, objective. The nightmare is over. The mining town hasn't seen that. The nightmare is over. Yeah, right. Giddy yarns. And how come the plane is still about 7 miles away? Giddy yarn. I actually really like this. I don't know as I'll play any more of it, because it's just sort of... It's not too tough for the most part. Well, objective updated. But my objective is exactly what it was before. You big fibber. Oh good, and more bunnies I can't actually eat, because I never get around to cooking any of the poor things. I guess we're going back. Yeah, it's not really that tough per se. You know, it requires that you pay attention and it punishes you when you make mistakes, like when you walk into cactuses, for example. But it's not too difficult. I think this is the correct sort of difficulty. I think this was the correct difficulty to have recommended to the player, because this seems quite nice actually. Relatively nice balance. Yeah, so let's finish with a nice little look at the town, and then we can leave it there, I reckon, because yes, this is quite a knackering game to play, if I'm honest.
I need to get out of the sun. Going wacky.
Yeah, oh no, you're going wacky, you think you've got a crazy British person in your head. To be honest with you, you probably do. It actually looks real interesting down there. Wow, it's really quite a big town. Quite exciting. Right then, yes, we shall leave it there. That's Arid. I rather like it. Rather enjoyable. Yeah, well balanced, nice story, and then actually it manages to ride the balance of survival and story, which is very difficult to get, because you get survival games like Subnautica, which puts survival to one side for the sake of the story, and then you get games like The Forest, which puts the story to one side for the sake of the survival. It's very rare to find a game which actually manages to find a balance between the two. I quite like this one. So this poor lady is going to stand here and sunburn for a little while we look at the nice mining town, and I say thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and the game's on Steam, by the way, if you would like to play it for yourself. I imagine that some of you probably do, because this is quite fun. Anyway, I'm doomed to be pecked to death by vultures, so that's something to look forward to. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.